Yeah, so as you might have seen yesterday, we got it scrolling to the right using Emuk's technique. Where is it? There it is. Scroll right. This is the one that's working. And I've studied it as best I can. What I've done is I kind of understand how this all works now. It's pretty clear, thanks to the rewrite there. I get it. I mean, one thing that confuses me is this moves every block to the left. But if you look, it just does it linearly there. Yeah, so what happens? Surely that would move like the far left second one down to just be at the top right. So I'm not quite sure how that works. Perhaps it doesn't matter because we're going to redraw the final column anyway, and that maybe that's why it works. But I've tried to make a left version of it. I think this is what's doing it straight away. I wonder maybe, just maybe, if I do sub 1. See what it looks like. As we can see, the right one works pretty much. And then the left does that. Looks like it's still going right as well, doesn't it? Alrighty. So in the working one on the right, scrolling right, it loads DE with HL, therefore moving it to the left. I tried to just change DE to that. Maybe that's wrong. It's very much confusing. Yo, Micro. How are you doing, my friend? I've had a crack at writing a scroll left routine here based on the scroll right, but it's real. It doesn't work whatsoever so far, but not quite sure how to do it really. You're what? Late? Oh, now you're not late, man. I've only come on like a minute ago, or 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes since I actually started the show. Basically, I'll show you what's happened. It scrolls right as we know, pretty much flawlessly, and then it does that when it gets to my left one. So I should use a breakpoint here and find out what's going on, but I'm going to try and fiddle around with the code a bit first. Oat. It's like the goat. Goat of coding. Coding goat. That would have been a good name for a streamer. You'd have to be good at coding though. I've got a feeling it's this that's actually breaking it. Because it starts... See, maybe current scroll should get reset here as well. I don't think that's going to fix the problem though, but I will put it there. Goat will eat anything too, right? Crikey, what's happening there? See, in my game routine, I've got a state, and it's left or right, yeah? So I'm hoping that just by setting that left, I can start scrolling left. And we set that to left here, and here is where we set it right and left. That's when it gets to the edge of the world. I'd say this happens at the right moment, but let's see if it keeps happening, because it should only happen one time. Oh, that's interesting. Micro. And it does only happen one time, so that's good. At least I know that. So it goes into left state. I get how the right one works, because it starts with 0 scroll, inks up to 8, which is obviously the size of a cell in pixels, in width. So I get that. I don't know, this might work, or it might not. Of course, if I was going to do sub 1 there, I'd probably have to do that as well. Oh no, we do that here. Oh my goodness. I guess we'll have to try and do a breakpoint here and see what that value does. I bet you can't compare to -8. You should be able to. The compiler should just change that to the signed bits, shouldn't it? Alright. So what are we trying to see here? Yeah, current scroll. So it's 0 right now. Now it's FF. Compare F8, look, see? So it has converted it. What's F8 then? Let's have a look at the bits from that. So that's 248. So that's correct. It's comparing it to 248, which is the same thing as -8, isn't it? Really? Oh. God knows how to do the binary of that. Is that -8 what you're showing me on the screen there, Micro? Because that would be great. That's what that is. How would you represent -8? Because I know you're quite good with the bits. Excuse me for that noise there. It would be F8, yeah? What would it be in binary though? The exact same as what you've just posted, yeah? That's good. So we know it's at least comparing to the right value. And actually it's gone down to FF. So let's step through. We'll not step through, we'll continue to the next breakpoint. Ah, see A0 again. So that's probably our problem here. Oh, it's gone down to FE this time. But yeah, back to 0. Okay, so it stays at 0. Well, it doesn't, but it keeps getting reset back. Not sure why. It must be here that's doing that. Yeah, I was going to say, you've got to think of that two's complement stuff, haven't you? So the first one you said, yeah? Okay, that's what I thought as well, so that's good. I wish it was as simple as just doing the 8 with a 1 on the end. That would be so good. I have read the reason behind it. There is a good reason for it in there, like, but... Nah, no worries. It's so easy to lose track of this. So easy to lose track. I believe that one of the main problems to this routine is the fact that this ends up being 0 every time. A here. Perhaps I need to breakpoint here just to be sure. So it's FF, FE, okay. FD, it is going down correctly. So when it eventually gets to F8, and that's when it breaks. Okay. Weird. Oh, stuff is scrolling in the correct direction, actually. But we're only seeing one line of it, or one column of it. Not even a whole column. So it's when this occurs that it actually breaks, I think. Yeah, I thought you did, mate, don't worry. So it was the first one you said, basically, the first loads of bits. No problemo. Alright, so there's probably more than one problem with this, but once it goes into this, that's when it definitely starts erupting the problems. So let's put a breakpoint there instead and just see what we can glean from it. All I did with this really was change this from a 0 to a 2. I changed that as well from ink to deck. I thought about that. At first I was just going to change it around, but then I thought, well, if you think about it, the very last one you don't want to use. Like the first, so when it on the right hand side, when we're scrolling right, yes, we begin at the very start, but we must end before the end. Or, well, if you think about it on the left particularly, if you, well, I certainly did think about doing that anyway. So like that basically. Could try it. Because I had that first, and then I thought, hang on. For some reason I thought, yeah, I think you're correct though. Yeah, you've solved it, some of it there. See what it does now. Probably the same sort of thing. There's probably another problem. Yeah. It might be. How are we drawing the actual tiles? Is that? I think we actually do draw it in scroll here. I think we draw everything here actually. Like it's already in the memory from this. View draw. It's only called one time. So it gets plonked in there. But then after that, this does all the drawing, I think. Just by moving it. Yeah, I get it. Offset basically relates to like the right edge of the camera's view as far as I can tell. Because it starts out at 40 and then it gets increased every time you move right. I've actually changed it to be view equal to view width at the start. Don't know why I can't hover over it. Yeah. So I even put level start plus view width, so you could start it from a different point eventually when we get it all working. But that's basically what that is. I may end up renaming that to something else. Good evening, Specky Nut. Good to see you, man. Yeah, in the right hand one, we're looking at the top right cell here. So it's like the right hand side cell in the top row, and then we go down a line. With this one, I went to the very first cell. That was why I changed this to 1 and that to 2. Because we're actually taking... Yo, Vulcan. Nice one, mate. I've been struggling for quite some time on this particular problem, and it might not change this evening. We might still be struggling by the end, but... The good news so far is I think this actually works. I might have done, but I'll check again. I saw the Mega Man. I didn't watch it through though. I've seen a few of his videos though. I have watched them. No, I definitely haven't seen it earlier today. Whoa, thanks, Moz. Thank you very much, my dude. Do you know, you've actually reminded me it was Friday. For some reason, I thought it was Saturday night. Thank you very much for that, my man. Oh, this looks good on the video. I'll probably have to watch that when I'm, you know, not live on air, because I don't want to sit here and watch it. Yeah, thank you very much for that. It's amazing. Yeah, the only good thing so far I can say is I think that comparison thing's working as expected. I'm hoping we can put negative numbers into the scroll register. I believe it said it was signed. So I'm going to go with the fact that it is for now. But I will, I'll check it. No one works on Saturday night. That's funny. Just making sure that we can put negative numbers into that next reg 30. Ooh. Inconclusive reading that. Well, it's got to be. We've got to be able to do that. That is probably what it is, though, isn't it? Because we're probably putting 25, whatever it is, 25x into this. I believe this could be the problem. The fact that we're trying to scroll it, but when I done it right and I tried to scroll it with a value of like 180, it went really far, And this just thinks it may as well, as soon as you decrease it one, it goes to 255 and then it goes into here. So that's why we're seeing like that big black area on the screen. How could we do that then? Yeah, that's it. It's basically getting treated like a positive, I reckon. That's it. And even before it gets to -8, that's when we're really... Well, yeah, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure, actually. Yeah. I did it totally differently on Red Dwarf, unfortunately. Yeah. On Red Dwarf, we draw the map every frame, whereas with this technique, we'd only draw it once and then we like move the bytes. I'm not quite sure yet how much that saves, but according to Emook, it's substantial, I think so. Yeah, look, it's scrolling to the left perfectly, but as soon as we get to... So I was actually wrong. I believe that this was working fine. It is only when we get into here that the problem arises. Kind of specky, but we used a little bit of it in the draw view, but unfortunately, it's not relevant anymore. The way we're doing that, I'll try and explain a little bit about why. With mine, like I was, oh crikey, I just closed what I needed. With mine, imagine this was a big game world. It is really smooth mods. It can speed up really fast as well. You can speed it up fast. But imagine this is a whole world and your view is only like this big, just to save me having to draw over a big amount. So imagine that's your whole view. With our Red Dwarf code, we were using an offset for X and Y, then drawing a view of X width and Y height. So every single frame we were doing a calculation to reach this point, then grabbing each of these bytes, putting it into the screen memory. Now, with this new approach, we put the entire view into memory to start with, and now we're looking just for one column. Everything else just gets moved. So we're trying to get just this column, you know, which we've actually achieved with the code last night. But of course now, when we get to this end bit here, so that the camera's view is this entire thing, what we want to do now is scroll this way and get this column. Oh god, I've closed it. Hopefully that makes a bit of sense. Oh god, I can't see the chat. There we go. Rotate the bits. Really? Can't we just rotate them in the other... Oh, rotate... Yeah, 100%. But we are doing that. Because have a look at this. I can prove that that is happening. I thought the same thing. But this here is acting like a negative number. Because, watch this. If I put a breakpoint here... Make sure you watch this bit. Because it's crucial to the problem I'm trying to solve right now. It'll get to the end, and then watch the preview closely at the bottom right. I'm going to step through the breakpoint. It's getting hit every time. And for the first entire cell, it's fine. Watch this. Oh, it seemed to jump an entire cell, but now look, it's getting it in there, and then it goes black. So the first cell seems to draw in there okay, and now look what's happening. It's probably fine that, you know, but for some reason we're only seeing one load of thing. So I think the clunk there was the fact that I reset the scroll here, which we might not need to do. So let's not do that for a little while. Yeah, we've got that one. Load HYL, HL, yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we've done here, look. This could be the problem. No worries, Specky, no worries. I've just been going around in circles a lot with this problem anyway, to be honest. This could be it though, because this is where I haven't modified it from the right side. It's getting to the level pointer. It's adding the offset. So it's got us to the right hand side of the view. I decreased it. It was getting inked in the working one down below. So that's just moving the offset left, which is probably what we do want to do. This is checking if it's reached the end of the level on the left side, because the offset is on the right side of the screen. going to try putting that back to 1 and 2, you know. It's exactly what I was just thinking, Specky. I mean, it doesn't matter if it goes forwards, as long as we start from the right place, isn't it? See, we move the offset back 1. Scroll left, we have big problems, yeah. It's a real tough problem, this. I'm hoping it'll seem easy when we figure it out eventually. Because we're moving everything right when we're scrolling left, that's why I've decided to start from 01, and I'm not sure if this is correct, but it's moving that one to the right. But then when we get to the end of the column, we actually want to start from the very left hand side this time to paint in the new column. And that's what this does. Goes through, adds the offset to the view and to the world. It definitely is 4000 and 4001, isn't it? Yeah, you're correct there, 100%. Yeah, so it says it here in the comments. Get the tile from HL, put it into DE. DE's our screen. HL is the level plus the offsets. Veggie stir fry, nice. Vulcan's on the cooking as well. It actually looks okay to me the more I look at this bit here. Damn. Why is it just drawing that one column then? Very whoa. Try again with breakpoint here. Yeah, we got a debugger. Don't get. I'm not very good with it, but I'm just looking at what HL and like why is it not? Why is it just getting a black? Hmm. Yeah. The reason that I mean that's the function of this is supposed to move each tile to the right, and we see them moving to the right. But why is only one sliver of it visible? That's what's confusing me. Negative memory info. Map is getting negative. I'm wondering if we need to get the offset minus 40 for left. So in other words, no offset. Oh god. This is what happens when you don't write code yourself. It can take a very long time to adapt it. I think I've got a plan here though, as to why it's not working. The purpose of the offset seems to be to get to the right hand edge of the view. Try LDDR. We'd have to start at the top of the screen memory, yeah? I don't see the purpose of going backwards or forwards though, because that shouldn't matter. As long as we start from the right place. I'm probably being thick. I'll try it though. So just there, LD. The thing is, of course, then these are the wrong values, aren't they? I guess we just need plus 1280. Ah. I get you. Very interesting. Does it decrement DE as well? Don't know why my code lens ain't working. No, you're probably not being a noob. Maybe. I was just had a plan of what a kind of plan of changing this bit. Thanks, Becky. I was about to Google that. Yeah, so DE and HL go down. Aid. What value do I want in here? Try that, innit? I'll try it like that, but I think there's some problem with using the offset here. That's like more of the right side thing. I think we want to do offset take away 40 for the left. Oh, look at that there. That's a big help. Still not quite right. At least we're seeing the entire... So basically one of these needs changing now. Something like that anyway. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's made it even worse. It is getting there, yeah. I think I still prefer LDIR though and going forwards. Because it should still be able to... It shouldn't matter, should it? Which order we draw them in. I think I will put that on the back burner and copy, comment that. Well, I've been known to cause myself hours, if not days, of work by commenting out the correct thing. I see, Specky. Actually, yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, haven't you? Yeah. The higher one would have to come first, otherwise you'd end up overwriting it, wouldn't you? Or something, maybe. Hang on. Deck HL. Yeah, that's what it is, man. I like this. This is good suggestions. Give me a moment there. You're talking about here, yeah? Yeah, give me a moment. Because at the moment, I was going to increase and do LDIR. Is it overwriting though? That's what I was about to try and figure out. You say yes. Wait. So that's how I wanted to do it, wasn't it? It loads DE with whatever's in HL. Yeah, but I'm just making sure we do need to do it in reverse, because I'm not 100% convinced on that yet, I'm afraid. The memory's sat there, isn't it, right now? So if I went through it incrementally, like this, is that actually going to be a problem? That's what I'm trying to figure out right this second. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, because you can't start from 4,000 if you're going to go down. The length is that micro. That's the size of the screen memory that we're using for the tile map. But why do we need to go down? Let's reel this one in a second. Is it essential to go down instead of up? What's the difference really? Just let me think. Yeah, I see now. I see why. Because of course we're just going to keep loading the same thing back into the next one, isn't we? If we increment through. I see why now. So it was like that. I guess it was okay how we had it like that then for now. Maybe even 80. Might need to. I reckon we don't need to deck there at all. Because what we're doing there is we're adding the offset to the level pointer. So we're loading HL with this memory address. And then this adding is finding the right byte that we want to get the column from. So I reckon what we need to do is take away, subtract view width from offset before we load it into HL, or add it to HL I should say. I don't want to pull Emook in if he's just posting stuff on Discord. You know, I will read it, but I don't want to go and ask him to come in. That's a bit rude. I will take a look at it shortly, of course. If you know, you have to sometimes do it yourself, even if it takes 10 times longer. You have to at least try. I actually think this might fix it. So the only problem is we're comparing after subtracting, so we actually want 0 there. And oh, how annoying. I've either got to add that back on or push pop, one or the other. Yeah, micro, I agree. Oh, thanks my man. I'm going to just add it back on for now. So that we don't, you know, we only... In fact, it can go straight after we've added it. In fact, I prefer the idea of push popping. So now we don't have to add it. Okay. I kind of feel like this might work. LDDR then. Let's just try it. I'd be amazed if it does work, but you never know. Whoa, whoa. Okay. We still get this one column that kind of gets drawn. Okay, let's take a look at emooks. Whoops, I've opened it in the actual code window here. It's based on this project here by the looks of it, which is brilliant. It says scroll right. X offset equals view width. That's great. That's what I've put, the changes I also made. Zero references to that. There might be two. Scroll left. Here's the cookie. Is there two called now draw column? Look. That dot has some sort of special relevance then. It allows you to have two of the same label. You were right about LDDR, look, my friend. Very good suggestion there. Save the current right scroll position. Isn't that what offset does? No? Oh my goodness. We'll soon find out anyway. See, look, he adds still there, just to let you know. Oh, compare. FF. I've got compare 0 on mine. Right, let's look at this top bit. Oh, he still inks, look. What? Do you see that? So he still inks. Keeps the scroll exactly the same. But then here he's loading it into B. Subtracting it from 8. Okay. Wait. FF is 255. F is 15. Yeah. FF is like the max is the maximum 1 byte can be in it. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So basically it's 1 less than 0. But I'm just a bit confused about this actually. So scroll just goes up as usual. So you imagine it's 7. He's going to load A with 8, take away 7. So this would be 1. So how does it know to go left? That's most odd. X offset. This bit here, it's crazy. What's the difference between putting 1 in it when you go right or left? Because here, it would get inked to 1. Oh, it's not like a delta. It's an actual fixed offset, I get you. Okay. I see, so you start from 8 on the left. On this left one here. If that was 0. I see. Thank you for that. In that case, is that the only thing that's different? That might already be correct. Ah, it's 2 out. So that one's bang on. DE is bang on. Because actually I could just write... And it's not 499, of course, it's 4FF. Okay. Don't ask me why I did that, but that makes some sense to me. Oh, I could just do with some cookies now. What's PB cookies then? Caramelized. Oh, I'd take a burnt cookie now, that would be nice. I reckon it would be quite nice actually. Let's just see if that works now then. Notice that he does start from 4,000 there. The view height's 32. Do you know what? This is looking maybe like it's alright, although I have handled this differently as well, so... Oh, actually, this is not going to work, is it? Because I changed... Let's just see what it does. Hey, it's... Well, no, but it's getting there. Let's see. Whoa, thanks Specky Nut. What a dude. Much appreciated that, mate. It is quite a lot better, isn't it, Moz? I noticed... Why was I doing all this again? Oh yeah, to get to the left edge. Maybe that... Whoa, thanks, Micro. Bits flying in today. Thank you very much, guys. I effed that out. I'm not complaining. Oh, it's funny stuff. Well, I guess I might as well just copy thingy emooks right at this stage, which I believe is just removing that and that. Change that to that. Now it's just a case of different names and stuff, I believe. And obviously I've got this little bit about scrolling right. Ooh. Aha. I had wondered about that. That makes sense. Okay, so when we reset the offset, we put it to the world width -1. Not quite sure about the -1, but need to cheer emook too, right? Oh, not quite working. Yeah, if I know how to, I will, man. If he has any of them sort of whatever the word is, channels to do that. Yeah, it was just dancing. Reset offset left was what I changed. See what happens when we do that. See, that doesn't quite look right, some of them as well, but maybe that's just the way I edited the top. Whoa. Very strange. Okay. Sadly, you might just have to drag the whole routine in. Yeah, it's a bit screwed up, the map at the moment, but I don't know if it's my actual map layout that I put. Well, why did I close that? That's what I needed to see. We are actually using the same offset. You know, he in his emooks, he's using the same value on both the scrolls. It's harder to play than it is to code. He tried to block your message. Yeah, I got quite far in the first level of that, and that's it. I gave up after that. Well, I am tempted just to drag this whole file in now. some little difference about one of the things I've done. Struggle to see any difference. Electrics. Yo, Emook, thanks for this code here. It's getting me chipping along. There's some stupid thing happening in my code. I was about to just drag your entire folder in, actually. The entire file. But it would be nice just to get it working on this one. But I can. I haven't tried yet, but I just trusted it worked. I've got your source on the right there, but I'm going to load it now. One sec. Oh, it says I can't move. There we go. Whoops. Okay, so as you can see, this was based on the project we're writing here. Emook's kindly got a working version on his system that he sent over. Tried just running it. Oh, I can't do that. Ah, the window changed position. Look at that, that's looking good. In game, I'll do what I did with the left and right thing. Does look good. Let's try and implement this quickly then. Scroll direction. Starts out as left, yeah? I think we've got left already, yeah we do. So when it's scrolling left, I would have put it in here. This is where I had it on my one. We'll set the state to right. This could be what bugs it. No, it's pretty good though, man. Reset offset. Wait. Ah, there. Good trade. It's a win-win, isn't it? Ah, see, that was what was buggering up my code then. I see. So it's happening more than once. The reset. Set the direction to right and then it's getting set back to left straight away. It should only happen. That's funny, Specky. Just getting more head. Bald men get more head. That should be a bumper sticker. Bloody hurts. It's a great way to wake up, isn't it? Searing pain from the head. So the way I'm flipping direction was the problem. Let's just quickly jump back into the other project. Searing head pain when the cat jumps on. Where's scroll direction gone? Oh, scroll state. Let's change that. Alright, let's see if that works. Oh, I have an error. Scroll state in game number 30. Yeah. HAL 2001 doorbell kit. Here we go. Look, it's scrolling left and right. Oh, look, it's buggered up a bit there though. Interesting. Whoa, it's when you change direction. Only when you turn right. Oh no, left does it down, look. So it jumps up when you move right. I love this approach because I want to know the quickest ways of doing it. But I think my approach of drawing the map every frame has its advantages. This you need to be more careful, look, when if something's happening when I'm changing direction. I wonder if I set the scroll direction afterwards. Whoa, thanks Micro. Thank you, my dude. I'm going to try doing the keyboard thing after the scroll and just see if that helps. Oh. This is on my one, of course, but whoa, thanks Becky Nut. Yeah, look, it's still doing it. Yeah, this is on my one, of course, but I didn't change much on it because I just considered it to be working right now. Can't quite remember what I changed, if anything. I think I just renamed this to be right. Line 143. It's on the top right edge. Is that not correct then? $4027, you reckon? Is that because of the clipping? No, it can't be, because obviously that's the whole point of the clipping, to cover up the one you... You fixed it though. How amazing is this guy? Emook, you need a medal. You need some... a medal's not enough. You need a street named after you or something. Statue maybe. Look at this. It's beautiful. I'll see what happens when you get to the end now then. It's just going to keep wrapping, I think. It doesn't handle the end now anymore. Yeah, that was insane. It's instantly plucked out Emook Avenue, yeah. Emook Square Gardens. Right, well that's a bonus. Does it have a scrolling routine properly on the C64? It's definitely not perfect. It was just amazing how you plucked that line out there so quickly. That was intense. You know, I could have spent hours fiddling with to find out that. Set scrolling. That sounds nice and simple, yeah. Yeah, because really you should be able to scroll a column at a time, shouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? So that you only have to step through 32 or 40 rows. Or columns, I should say. Very similar. Cool, cool. So it must have had some sort of tile map system on there. Right, well, where do we go next? We've got to try and draw that character in there, but I don't want to just scroll it like this. You know, it's got a... What's the word? This scrolling's got to only happen at a certain time, hasn't it? You know, when we get to the edge of the walkable area. I'd say the tile map's pretty much fixed. So basically I want to delete this scroll direction stuff. We no longer need it. And delete all that. And all that. Should make a tiled like level that looks better really first, you know, but let's just live with this one for now. Flying graves. They are looking pretty good, thanks Vulcan. But what I meant was the layout of the map is bad, you know. Flying graves and that, as you say. Need some yeah, it's going to be fun doing a spooky one. We can draw some sprites like pumpkins, like you say, and all sorts of things. It gives, when you got a theme to aim at, it makes drawing more fun and more easy to come up with ideas, doesn't it? God, I had like 100 command prompt windows open. I just closed them. 80 by 60 character map. What's that? Sorry. Well, the PC I got came with a cruddy one, an RX 460, but I've purchased a brand new 1660, and that should be here tomorrow. Can't wait to receive that. And then I'll put this one up for sale, this RX, for like £20 on eBay. But I got it quite cheap, I thought, the 1660, brand new. For, I think, 170. There was like a discount code. But I couldn't live with it anymore, with having such a bad PC. It seems to not define the end of the level anymore. Like, it seemed to wrap around. Reset offset. What I really want is to know it's at the end of the level, but I think that's how we'd tell here. I thought it was pretty good for the money. Like, to get a 1080 even second hand was more expensive than to buy a brand new 1660. So, because I would have liked to have a 1080, but can't have everything you want, can you? You got to juggle between value and let's get a guy on the screen, isn't it? We Specky Nut kindly sent me them sprites. Where's the link gone now? Struggling to find it now. Here. So I'll have to draw these when they won't be into the right size, but Yeah, they're named very well though. Player left 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're going to have to get GIMP on the screen again, because I think they're going to be bigger than what UDG can easily cope with. So I need to make sure they're exactly 16 by 16. Oh god, closed everything again. Sorry about this. They are, yeah? That's brilliant if they are. Are they exactly that? That's all I'm trying to confirm, really. Let me just confirm it. They are. Okay, I'm going to trust you because the color, GIMP is trying to convert the color mode on it and all that, so instead I'll use UDG'd straight away. And if they are exactly that, it'll fit them into tiles nice and easily. They're not color matched. Doesn't matter because UDG is going to sort that out for us, I think. We've got 256 colors on the sprites anyway. I'm still getting to terms with where I've put everything on my file system here. Here it is. Yeah, I apologise for the white screen coming up, but I'll show you. Oh, it's got the wrong way around anyway, has it? Keep switching which one's monitor 1 and which one's monitor 2. There. Let's do that. Okay. So left 2 seems to be like that's what you'd want as the idle, I guess, if you were going to have an idle. He's slightly thinner than 32. Like you said, he's 24. I get you. So I need to offset that by 4. Oh, we can't. Okay. Can we... We could copy that. If we could have 2 of them. I can sort the transparency out. It's the actual size that is the problem here. I'd have to sort the offset out, but when it uploads them, they're going to be split into 4, yeah? So that's a pain in the arse trying to move. Do you see what I'm saying? But what I want to do is move that, but I can only move it that way. So I will have to use GIMP to edit these, unfortunately, but it was a good effort. It was nearly, because they are bang on sizes, like you say. But sprites, I probably forgot to mention, are in sizes of 16. Armor falling. Nah, it's not your fault, Specky. I could have foreseen that. It's no biggie. It's not really a big deal. I've just got to go into each one in GIMP and add 8 pixels and then center it. So it is a bit of a bug up. You know, it can't be helped. Do you reckon he got scaled by GIMP then? Or does it always look like that? There we go. So we're not here all night doing that. Let's put it through UDG, just that one, and get him on the screen without animating it or anything. Doesn't need to be animated just yet. Where's it gone? There, isn't it? Yeah. Whoops. Perfect. Okay, now we got a juicy looking sprite. To do the I might as well just manually do the transparency here. Do we know this guy's name? Or do we want to give him our own version of the name? Call him like... I don't know what actually. Spike a lot. Yeah, that's funny actually. I like that. I was trying to think, there is actually so Spike a lot, yeah. So the sprite can be called Spike a lot. I like that. But there's knights in Red Dwarf in there. I was trying to think of them, but can't quite remember it. Alright, so I'm going to try and put it into nice folders like this and try and not let that cock us up like it has done in the past. But we'll just have... Oh no, we've got an assets folder already. Let's put it in there. So, did I... Oh yeah, of course. I'm exporting as assembly. Maybe Vulcan, maybe. It's just a very... What's the opposite of vivid? It's like a sketchy memory of it. Yeah, something to do with... Oh, it's the cheat, isn't it? Chastity cheat. So Lister of Smeg. He should be called Lister of Smeg. I knew they had knights in there somewhere. Maybe you can come up again. You can be the final boss, Lister of Smeg. Do you know, after all this tile map, I've completely forgot how to do sprites. I think we'll keep it independent from level manager. We'll basically have a player class now. Where do I want to put that? I think we'll put it in the main. Loch Ness Smegster. Smeg monster. Might as well ride on the wave of a red dwarf. Got, you know, how can you not love it? So with the player, we're going to want... We'll have the same old little routines, and that'll get me started. Now we add a attribute 2. No, yeah. So attribute 0 is X. And we don't need that. And we don't need 1 either. So the next one's 2. The reason we don't need it is because we're going to have player X, a word. So these are the bytes, and I think we can have 0 for that one. Just a palette mainly on that. I'm going to need to copy in my notes. Let me switch back to the other view. Give me a sec. Here it is. Ah, interesting. I've just seen something that I've done differently on the other one as well. So in our sprites sort of asset file, I've put the note, that's how you define sprites and use them. But I actually was using an MMU in my previous project for this. I remember now. So I'm glad I read that. Because I'd forgotten all about that. So I believe that the label doesn't use up space. I'm not sure though about that. Maybe it does, but if you do like this address +1, you end up here. You don't end up here because of that. So I'm guessing that uses no space, but don't hold me to that. Labels don't take up space. Thank you for clarifying that, Emook. So you can happily leave them there so that you can access them one by one if you wanted to, I guess. And obviously it helps you see it. Of course, there's not one sprite, there's 4. Okay. I mean, we manage relative sprites very easily in one of the recent videos. They're just references to memory addresses. Okay. I see. So the memory address obviously is there anyway. So this is equal to that in terms of the memory address. Okay. I think I get it. in our game initialization code, we're going to want to initialize the sprites. It's next reg, and I am going off memory here, so I might be wrong, but I think it's 56, 14. Let me look at tiles, that'll tell me. 56, yeah. Okay, I was just getting to upload them. Oh, night micro. Gotta go vote. In Canada, not. I'll take it you can't vote for Donald Trump. Oh, no worries, Mook. No worries. I'm sure that will be needed in a sec. I'm just going from my memory, but I have got a working copy here that I can look at. So this is where I'm loading the memory, and then I need to do HL with this address. Maybe I should look at my working one. Where's retro tools? We already have sprite tools, which has initialized sprites, and it tells you the inputs here. So in other words, B is the sprite count. There we go. So that's going to initialize them. To draw one, what might we need? Let's have another look at my previous one. Oh yeah, we might need the next reg 15. Oh look, we've commented it out, it's there. So I reckon we're good to go with that. Now we have to write to 303B like we do here, but this time in the player to tell it that we're going to be updating its attributes. Not sure exactly how you do that again. I'll probably look at what I just looked at. So load it with BC. Yeah, and this time it's not slot 0 though. So this is a different type of slot. This is like the sort of sprite slot in the sprite hardware. So we'll probably make a constant for that. If any candidates are crazy, yeah. It's a dead giveaway. So this has to be between 0 and 63. I'm going to try 63 for the player, even though we're using 4 sprites for him. So then it's next reg something here. I will have to look it up. It's not next reg, it's out CA, I remember now. Okay. Then we load BC with hex 57. This is again telling the sprite hardware that we're uploading attributes now. So now we've got attribute 0, which we know is the X lower byte. And that's how you upload to each attribute. Not quite sure what you call that. Right into a port at this port, I believe is the correct term. Note that BC remains unchanged. So we're still right into that port the next time. It should work the same with that, to be honest. We could actually make Y a byte, because we never ever deal with the it's optional to deal with the high byte of Y. I might try and do that. So now attribute 2, well, we can see, and I haven't completed the attributes. Ooh. Is that a better way of doing it, do you reckon, Moot? 34. Let's have a look. Something about ID lockstep. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll complete this quickly. I'll rush through it, get the 4 drawing in unison, and then I'll comment the whole thing out and try and do it that way instead. Look at 34, 35. Okay, I was looking at 34 just then. Oh, you did say 34 onwards, to be fair. I'll do this quickly. It won't take me long if I go quick. So attribute 2 is the palette, the mirror, and the high byte of X. Faster than light. I've heard of it. I've seen a lot of it, but I didn't play it. I'll try, mate. I'll try. That's a sort of strategy game, isn't it, from memory, with a lot of AI. That would be a bloody good game. Why not, Vulcan? We can certainly do it. I mean, don't expect it to happen this week because I'm still struggling every single step of the way here right now. But once I get over the basics, I think then my existing knowledge of games just that I've made over the years I can use, you know. But right now, oh, it's just sort of one struggle after the other. But anyway, yeah. So this attribute 2, the only thing we're really bothered about is this x8 here. Otherwise, it could just be 0 every time. Oh, thanks, Emu. That's it. I think eventually it'll break. Like, I'll suddenly understand it all. I've had it moments like it before where I've been trying to learn game dev, and it all just feels really hard and a big struggle. But then suddenly you get a load of it at the same time. So I'm hoping that will happen here. It's starting to happen. But as you say, it is a lot to take in. Lots and lots of new things to learn. But I believe I'll be able to carry a lot of what I've learned here into other consoles as well, such as C64 and NES and stuff, maybe. You know, with the way they output to ports and stuff. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, for attribute 2, is we'll always have it, we'll not even care about that in our version, in what we call player attribute 2. It's going to always be 0, or whatever the palette is. And then when we're in here, we'll just add that last bit on for the upper byte of X. So like I say, player attribute 2 doesn't care about the X. When I say that, I mean our cached version of it doesn't. So what I hope I've achieved there is just oring the high byte of X in before we write it. So this remains unchanged. Yeah, I certainly will. Thanks to Specky Nut, he's run me through a few of them already, and I have done the mull. I successfully multiplied into a 16-bit number. Yeah, and add that yesterday. That was amazing to learn I could do that. But I certainly do need to look through them all. I'm not far away from, once I get things drawing on the screen and have done a bit of collision detection, I'll certainly just run through like all of the next wedges and that and try and figure out which ones are crucial. Dark Souls. See, I've heard a lot about that, but I've never played it. But I've been recommended to play it back in the days, a long time ago. Just button mashing. You should get Street Fighter. Red Faction, yeah. I played that ages ago as well on my mate's PlayStation, I think. You can drill through the walls and all that sort of stuff, can't you? Is there really? Awesome. Attribute 4 is where the relative stuff comes in. So we're going to need attribute 3 to have the extended bit set. Pattern ID is going to be 0. So, and visibility will be 1. So we'll use our little trick just to show it off. I can't do that, okay. So it's visibility and extension bit. The rest of it's all a pattern. That doesn't look like enough bits. Ah, there's one more 0. Okay. Unfortunately, I lost my work. If you remember the one where I done the relative sprites, that was actually what I lost. But attribute 4, this is the anchor sprite first. Y8, we don't care. That is magnification, I believe. I forget what T is now. We don't care about the pattern either. I'll quickly look it up what that is. I actually did set this up first go. We got it working first go. So hopefully that'll be the same. But I certainly read the I read the docs a lot about this. For some reason I can't always find it in the docs what I'm looking for. Where I add each attribute. Here it is, I found it. Okay, so T sets the type for the relative sprites. Are they composite or unified? I can't remember if I left that at 0 or 1. We'll have to just remember and change it. H is if it's a 4-bit pattern. I believe we're using 8-bit for sprites. And then that's the pattern ID if it's 4-bit. So the whole thing's 0 for this. Let's see what I had. Oh, we set T to 1. It's funny. Smoke here, Kipper. Will do, Vulcan. Thanks for popping in, man. Good night. See you again soon, buddy. This should draw our top left corner of the sprite anyway, so let's confirm that first. I can't remember what the values there. I don't know, do that for now. think just calling player.draw will do it. Oh, we've got errors. I didn't include, did I? Lots of files. Player for start. What was the other one? Assets / sprites. That might do it. No, it's still errors. Oh, I didn't like this, what I tried to do on here. Oop, bloody hell. I messed up with that. I'll figure that out another time. Still more errors. Good night, man. What's this error then? Label not found px. Player.headset. Oh, I didn't call it px this time. Quite like just px. Okay, no errors. But oh my goodness me, we certainly have some sort of problem going on. Joe Caveman. Joe and Mac. In Discord, let's have a look. Hey, he looks cool. Nice one, Specky. I think we will stick with it. I might as well stick with the Ghosts and Goblins vibe throughout this month. And then straight after we're going to the Caveman. Ooh, I wonder why I'm getting a problem here though. Flintstones, yeah. Let's have a think here. Oh no, that's never getting called. Yes, it is. Outlander. It's a soap with soft porn, is it? I've never even heard of that. I suppose the Game of Thrones was a bit like that, wasn't it? Everyone got into that. She's watching it now. That's brilliant. Ah, attribute 3. Oh no, the extended bit's there. Okay. Darn. Thought I found the answer then. Because we needed that to be a 1. But I thought it had to be that one. Boobs! They love it. Do they really? I wonder if I just don't do the tiles then. Oh, still weird. Right, let's lose pair.draw a sec. Oh, it still does it. Okay. It must be this. Pointing to the right memory. I was thinking that was what that did, but I was just wondering the same thing. It's gone from softcore into hardcore. Ah, it's 4. Oh, that's tiles. I've seen the game The Witcher. Look. Oh, it's 14. Okay. Well, let me just comment that and that out then. Oh, it still does it. Gonna have to sharpen up the club here. I've got the old guitar the old red dwarf. Yes, I certainly do. I've got a part of that on my screen right now. There's something causing this that's funny. I'm pretty sure it's this. I do have it as well. I do have it, but I lost the bloody one where I'd done the relative sprites. Ah, see, it's working. So I believe that the code's fine. It's just this For some reason it's not liking what I'm doing here. It's more historically accurate. I do as well, man. And beep debugging. That was even better. My new one is I flip the sprite upside down. Because that's just one bit in this I can change once it works. So the reason I'm causing a problem is something to do with my use of the MMU here. I bet you I could fix this with the include being somewhere different. Let's try it. Try it down here. Yeah, yeah, hang on. I think that works. Well, hey, there he is. He looks almost zoomed, but it's going to look good in a minute. So the way I added relatives, this is all from memory now because I lost this work. It was nice, cheers man. So the reason was something to do with, if you remember, Mook explained it, he puts it all in one file, all that MMU stuff normally. I think he has one called like all ink bins or something. And then obviously you can make sure that's the last thing you include. I reckon that's what happens. At least we got there without spending like an hour. Oh, thanks, Becky. That's really good of you. I think I can do it from memory, mate, but I'm probably going to need your help. We'll see. Basically, the first one is a signed offset. It's not PX. We'll just put... It's the X offset, so 1. Of course... Yeah, I think this is how you do it. A will be 0. Yeah, I absolutely hate it, Specky. I could download that video and watch it back in a video playing app. Might have to do that if we get stuck here. Let's just draw this 1. So attribute 2. It's going to be 0 again. Whoa, thank you, Moz. Thank you very much, man. God, I've done amazingly well tonight with them. You're top geezers. I'm going to read that spec next site because it tells you all about these relative sprites. And like I say, I remember getting it right first time. So, well, pretty much first time. So I don't think it will be that hard. I'm just checking our attribute 2. I honestly think we can use the exact same variable for that. It's going to always be the same for this. Ah, of course it won't be the same though, because we definitely don't want to upload the high byte of X this time. Oh yeah, that's the only thing that changes though. So let's just be more simple and just put 0. So I'm just going to put A1. It's a bit confusing, but it means attribute. Alright, wait there, wait. The hover never works for me anymore. God, I do wish I could. Wish I didn't lose it. All the work. Gutted, Moz. Gotta get your own beer. I remember I didn't use the zeros for all of these. It's funny, Moz. One of these tells it that the pattern offset is relative, so you have to set it to a 1. You don't really have to when the palette's 0, when the pattern's 0. Of course, yeah, it will be a 1 anyway as well there. Attribute 3. Let's just put 1, but really that's not good enough. We want to do the byte. Oh, thanks, Specky. I think I can do it without, but in a second, if I fail, I'll refer back to that. Here we go. Yeah, I've got it. So that should, believe it or not, I've done these wrong. There we go. I think that's better. Nope, I don't see him. Of course it's 16 for a start. Nope, still nothing. I wonder, do I have to... I don't think I have to do that bit again. Can't imagine what I've got to do again. Maybe I will refer back to your screenshot. Yeah, give me a mo, I will. Oh, only one wrong. Nice one for that. Let's have a look at why that was wrong then. Oh, palette relative. Not sure if that will fix it. No, it hasn't. Damn. Okay, it looks okay now. It must be something in the player's, the first attributes. Up here, one of these must need to be set. More money and less soft furnishings, that sums it up. We are using 303B reg. I'm pretty sure it's one of these bits. Probably in this one. No, it's not that. Wait. Attribute 2. Oh yeah, that is where we were at. Okay. That's a weird one. Yes, I've commented it out, but I've still got it at the top there, haven't I, if you look? The very first bit of draw. But I thought we had to put it there as well at one point. And then put +1 on the slot. Ah, that's why. I bet you. That is why. Let's do 59 there. Oh, it is? Okay, Specky, thank you. Is that for the initial one? Yeah, because that hasn't fixed it. I was just considering doing that as well, but definitely not for 2. Look, that's going to change the position of the player. That's the pattern ID. I just need to use the lure a sec, alright? I'll be right back. Okay. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Wait there. Mrs. must bring me the loo. Or carry me. Bring me my chair that you can. What's them chairs that you carry? You get carried in, but you're still sitting in a chair. This is the one you're on about, I reckon. I hope. Ah, yeah, visibility was turned off. That probably is why. Bits boy, bring me my bucket. Thanks, Becky. That needs to be O1 on Faller. It has to be. Oh, got too many open again. Let's try that. Oh god, we lost them all. Oh, is that why? Is the pattern actually? Shouldn't be blank. Okay. Oh god, now it's not drawing whatsoever. Oh dear. What have I done? Damn it. The flipping heck have I done? Oh. Oh, why is that? That shouldn't be a 1. Right, at least I got him showing there. This could be good now. No. Low PC 57. Here's the low B57, but surely that's not needed again, is it? Because BC hasn't changed. That didn't help. It's not attributes here. Damn. I'm missing one part of it, but annoyingly, I got it last time without any problem. The following sprites are relative, they inherit some of those characteristics. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries, my man. It worked perfectly at the end of that video. The sprite drawing code. It was absolutely perfect, and it was a template of how to draw any size of sprite very easily. Such a shame I didn't put it on GitHub. It's going to be one of these bits is wrong. Look, that has to be a 0, 1. It says there. Oh, no it doesn't. That's attribute 3. Maybe 1, 0. God's sake. Well, I'm going to get rid of that again. I want to see what pattern 1 looks like. Right, that's what we should be seeing then. So it does work. Oh, do you know what the most frustrating thing about this is? Is that it was so easy. That the day I did this, had a slow day at work, and I'd been reading on my phone that page all about it, and I couldn't wait to get home and try it, and then it worked, everything. But this time, no dice. Relative 1 heading. Yeah, I've got a heading in that. But other than that, it looks the same, no? I will look at the video later myself. The working one. I was confident that I'd get this working without having to look at the video or notes, because I did it so easily last time. Oh dear, dear, dear. A2 on this code, yeah. Attribute 2 of the relative sprite. Yeah. What, you want the... Oh my goodness me, well spotted, man. You absolute superstar. It's always very simple things. Well, not always, but often. Thank you very much. Very good spot. He's in the wrong place, but that's a very good start. We can see the sprite now. I wonder how he ended up there. Apple pie for Specky, certainly. That just proves you know what you're looking at. You know, you're definitely understanding what's going on. To a certain extent, even if you don't, because I don't even know what all these things do exactly. I do get what that's doing. It's out into that port up here. I should have seen that mistake, but still. Just wonder if I put that to there. There we go. So A3. It's funny because that's the extended bit. I thought that was only necessary on the anchor to put that as a 1. Yeah, I bet micro. Do you know, I am tempted to try and do 6502 with you, and you could explain to me when I get stuck. Just drawing, say, a simple sprite and moving it about on the screen or something like that. Definitely should do that someday. Be fun. Although this should turn out to be easier because we've got more power in this system, haven't we? And more space. So finally, thank you very much for your help, Specky. How good is that? Find the anchor. Okay. Yes, it's good to have someone who knows what they're on about. Otherwise, I spend hours and don't get anywhere sometimes. But like I did with the Sega Master System. That's another one I want to tick off the list one day. Make a game for the Master System. That'd be awesome. I'm sure you could pick up a cheap Master System as well. Have the real system. Have a whole Z80 collection, like Game Boy, Amstrad. So we're on R2. So that is of course 0 and 16. And the pattern goes to 2. Select slot. I don't think we needed it, if I remember right. I remember finding out later that we didn't need it. Let's look at this one, see if it's there. Whee! Then we'll do R3, which is the last one. Of course, they're both 16 now. Finally, I thought that was going to take 2 minutes and it's took an hour, but I was going to try Emooks method. I think I've still got it. Oh god, don't say I closed that. Wait there. Next reg 30 something and up on it. Oh, thank you. I don't see who that is. Oh, thank you, Specky Nut. You're top geezers. Somewhere Mook wrote a next reg and it was like 35 and up or something like that. 34 onwards. So 34 to 39. Since we're all here to learn, we may as well, I mean, we've got this as a backup, but if Mook's told us to do it another way, this probably means this way's like a non-optimal way of doing it. We know that works now. We've done enough scrolling for the last few days, haven't we? So we'll just try and do a bit of sprite drawing instead. I'm going to do the same thing, but trying to use them next registers instead of out into ports. Oh, most thank you, man. Sums up this show in the last few days. It's running around in circles. Definitely optional. It'd be nice to know all the options and like be super duper like Mook. But if it gets too much hassle, of course, I'll just give up and use this approach for the time being. But I'm loading up that board register reference. So 3, 4. Port mirror. Oh, and then we got all the attributes after that, I see. Okay. So perhaps we copy this code then and adapt it. Let's just do the first square again. I get it, I think. I get what he's saying. It's just the index I don't get then. 341. Select sprite index. Oh, that's the port. Okay, so that could be called sprite index. So slot, not port. Oh, you probably can't do that. That's certainly a cleaner way of remembering it as well, isn't it? Like, you don't have to remember this. It's not needed, is it? I said not a huge change if this is the case. Maybe more optimal though. Okay, will we see him? The answer is yes. Look at that. First try. Need a library. Yeah, that tune. What was going on there? I thought that cut out very quick. Need a library. Hang on, I'll just shut it. Damn. I'll get it for you. I think that's what you might mean. No. Sorry in advance. I mean, I guess I may as well just copy all this. Right, we know it works. Let's delete it. Repetition is the key to learning, isn't it? So let's try and edit this one. Alright, so 3, 4. Oh, I like it. Yeah, we're using the next reg, you know, making it more nexty. Even Kia. Oh, Z80 registers. Z80 registers. I only know like HL and stuff like you know, IX. um, it should be 35, right? Yeah. Let's change all them to just say next reg dollar. There we go. This is fun when coding's like this, just typing in numbers, seeing instant results. Oh, I've got some major error coming here. Oh, there's meant to be a comma, of course. Oh dear. I need an A after all of them. I thought that was too easy. Good night, Micro. See you again soon, man. I'll definitely be here tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll get on late tomorrow. It's always late on Saturdays. Nearly always. Oh, do they? That's cushy. To me, that probably means an extra hour watching TV, but it's probably gone back already. Oh, is that tomorrow? Extra hour coding, you know it. Maybe I will chuck in an extra long stream in that case. Oh, we've got no vision. No one's visible here. Excuse me. So he's visible there. I believe that relative sprites. That's really interesting. I really wish I didn't delete my code now because I wanted to check whether this worked at slot 63. I just wonder if I need to do this every time. And also, are these attribute mirrors only for anchor sprites maybe? That's really interesting. I could try. Let's just see what that does. Completely vanished, look. So it's probably got nothing to do with that. Huh. Isn't that strange? Let's change them back. see if they work. I can't remember what I had here. Wait, what did I actually put there? Oh yeah. There we go. Alright, let's see if that works again. It does. Interesting. One thing I want to try while I've got that working is if this is 63. So we're somehow using one slot for all of them sprites if that's the case. Yeah. That's interesting. So using out, we're able to just chain the sprites together like that. But it seems like using the same thing with next reg. In a link through 5.7. I just found out what 5.7 done a second ago actually. I've forgotten it already though. It's something to do with opening the sprite attribute for writing. The port, isn't it? That's where we're outing to. You know when we do the out. Even though it gets loaded into BC. It's very strange. That's it, sprite attribute upload. But that's the whole point of the next reg is you don't need to do that, do you? Let me have another look. Yeah, the next reg seems to do that for you. It says next reg port mirror to write directly into byte 1 of sprite attribute upload 5.7. I don't think that'll help. No. Because we're not outing anymore, so we don't need that. That's all done within this. That's a strange one. Because on the internet it says... Not sure if it can do it. If it can do relatives. List is actually bigger. He was 3 cells height. But yeah. Reg 34 selects the sprite to be affected. Okay. Good night, Moz. Thanks very much for everything. Hope to see you again soon, man. As soon as I get this working, it will be the end as well. It seems like Emook's given me a major clue here. It's to do with having to write to here with a unique number, it seems. How does it work though, Emook? If you see, yeah, I see the setting the relative anchor. Here. No. No, thanks, Moz. Yeah, thank you very much. It is a heck of a lot to take in, man. If we go into my one, I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, it only has one slot. Cheers, my dude. Yeah, check this. This is what I don't understand. So if I get rid of this one a moment. This is the last slot, isn't it, yeah? Does that mean it automatically gets lines 0, 1 and 2 and all that? I guess there's one quick way to find out. Oopsie daisy. Oh. If we grab that. Oh yeah, look at that. That's weird though, it's the wrong one. That was supposed to be a different sprite. Let's put him at 50. Weird. That's really weird. Well, it's work doing that. But did you notice something very odd? Okay, what happens if I comment them out? So now we've just got sort of 2 wide sprite and 1 height. Okay, cool. I don't even want to know what was going on with the other. Oh, I do get what was going on. It was getting overwritten by them all. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Perfect. Route 4. No, I think it was probably just me moving it about too quick. It's looking great now. So we've got 2 different ways of doing it. And this was my way, which I'll just leave there for a while, just because. But this is the exact same end product. Brilliant. To animate it, you just, because these are relative patterns, you only have to change this guy's pattern, this one, the actual one we've cached. You change the pattern and the rest of them change with it. There, last one. What do you mean? This line? maybe, maybe. I'll check it, right? I don't think it's the case, but I've... Nah. Aha, you got it here, look. Got it at the top. There might have been a reason for this, hang on. This is the anchor sprite. That's saying that it's a unified type of sprite. Let's try putting that to 0, see what it does. That means composite if it is 0 for the relatives. So it's had no effect visually for what we're doing here. But that does mean either composite or unified, and I don't know the difference quite yet. It's to do with... I thought composite was that overlays the existing sprite. I don't really understand. Of course we've set the offset down here to set it to not overlay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sometimes I just do it with my mouse and then Control K. There used to be I used to remember a hotkey to do block comment in that manner, but I've forgotten it. I think it's great now, but I think it's a good place to leave it for today. Because, well, I guess I could quickly hack in some movement code for the player. We won't worry about the high byte of X just yet. Although it doesn't matter, we can do. But we want to get to like halfway across the screen and have it start scrolling to the right. kind of up on it, but just lazy I am. Sleeping in a spare bedroom. I hope you haven't been permanently relegated there. Sleep in the shed. I hope you don't get too scared of the animals out there again. What was I about to do again? Oh yeah, I was quickly going to move him about. So I'm definitely deleting all this. You know, we won't be using this. This is going to be super quick. But I just want to move him right, and when he gets to a certain point, I want to move the screen instead of the player. That's awesome, Specky. Just right. Not sure if I can do this movement code very quickly. I think I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to have the player at like, I don't know, 190Y. We're going to flip him on X. This is just a quick way to finish it off and make it look funny. Like, look a bit like it's scrolling. The mirror X is that. Attribute 2. Okay. Let's just try that. Whee. So it's a start. No collision detection, no nothing, of course. No animation. The collision detection is going to be another thing that might be a lot harder. When we had it done with the camera sort of approach, it made the collision detection really easy. It might be just as easy doing it on this, or it might not, I don't know. Shift anchor point to the feet. Shift and anchor point. What, the origin? You don't really do that, but you just add an offset which would be equal to the height of the player, which would be 32 in this instance. So you just use your origin, always add 32 to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's like what you just said there is the basics of collision detection, really. Just sizing him up in a box, realizing that you're dealing with the top left. You could just have a constant called player height, and then as long as you always add that, you've got that as your origin, haven't you? Like you could, let's explore what you just asked really quickly, because it's a good question actually. You could put player origin or player anchor point. DB 0. Then you have player height. Just realised I put it in the wrong place. There we go. And then in here you could just have of course it's a word. No, it's not, because we're only dealing with Y there anyway. So yeah, so that good sprite size it is. It looks well good actually. But again, there's probably a lot better ways of doing it, but that sort of demonstrates what you were saying. So you could have like you could have that just to tidy it up, tidy your update loop up. And then when you do your collision detection, instead of checking the player's Y position, you just always check that. And then you'd be much better calling this feet. Or something along those lines. Set feet. But, you know, it's just as easy to do that inside your collision detection and not have a routine and not have a cached value. But yeah. That's basically a way of shifting the origin. Whoops. Let's get rid of it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it now. We've got over the hump of, you know, not being able to draw to the screen correctly. Whoa, thank you, Michael, man. I've done amazing tonight. You lot are legendary. I love it. Tentacles. Sea monster. Thanks very much, Becky. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow now. Hopefully we can add collision detection. If not, I'll have to fall back on my old approach of the camera. But because do you remember we imported that tilemap in, and I got the collision code working and everything in a platform style. It was really good because you could still use the tiles as the colliding boxes. It will, Specky. It will. We're going to have to come up with some way of using that origin X that's in here. Offset, sorry. Because that's how we know how far through the map we are. Yeah, but that's how we do it. It's to do with that. And then you have to look inside your map. Or that's the at least way I can think of right now. So then you check what, according to the origin, where are we at this moment, and then we know, you know, if it's solid or not. Oh, animation, that won't be a problem. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. That'll be the first thing we do, actually. do a walking, because the scrolling's not great either. I mean, at the moment, you don't control the player, you just scroll the screen. So that's not. We need some sort of middle ground, don't we? And that'll be fun to figure out. Because I haven't got an exact idea of how to do that just yet. I think it does do that, but I think what happens is you can walk to a certain point in the screen. If you're holding right, you can go to one point. If you're holding left, you can move to a different point so that the camera scrolls. Yeah, I'll probably play it a bit. Now I've got a better computer, I'm planning to get MAME and do some streaming of MAME. Oh, I just closed the code down, didn't I? Well, I think that'll end it anyway. Yeah, I had MAME, but I tried to stream it, but the frame rate got killed. You're gone tomorrow? No worries if not, Micro. I'll still be here next week. Like I said, I'm really expecting there to be a week off starting next week. Doing lots of coding then. Anyway, I can't say thank you enough to all of you for all the bits and support. Not just today, but every time. Really, really amazing. You know, yeah, it really is good fun. I'm really enjoying it. So I'll be back again tomorrow, and I'm sure some of you will be. I hope so anyway. Microman, enjoy your holiday to your brother-in-law's. Definitely good fun. Good night, guys. See you again soon. Bye-bye.